matching ideas with resources networking podcast sponsored by GLM. GLM works with business owners on their basic back office, professional business, accounting, strategy, consulting, as much or as little as they want, from basic QuickBooks entry to providing and analyzing financial statements regularly. GLM provides ideas for expense savings and business growth. I'm Tom Ghosh, business strategist with GLM. Hello. For this week's Matching Ideas with Resources podcast, I'm going to talk to you about networking and GLM's Networking Calendar. This is GLM's Networking Calendar. You can find this at, quite simply, just go to Go GLM, click on Networking Calendar under Contact. But before we get into the calendar, let's talk a little bit about networking in and of itself. When I talk about networking, I talk about a networking strategy that is included in this networking pool. The pool are ideas and strategies and places that you can go to build your networking and build your business through networking. First one is networking wide. Networking wide and networking deep are two ways to be able to network. In networking wide, you have lots and lots of contacts, but small dollar amount per client. I'll explain more in a second. When you're networking deep, there are less clients, but more quality in each of the referrals that you receive. So in networking wide, an example is a chamber of commerce. Chambers of commerce are great places to go and meet those people that you need to meet. At luncheons on chambers of commerce, you could see over sometimes 100 people and exchange business cards and make that initial networking contact to be able to follow up later on with either a one-on-one Zoom call or a coffee. The other thing you can do at a chamber of commerce is reinforce some of the networking that you've done in the past to say hi to some of the people that you know and develop those relationships even further. As you're networking a little bit deeper, but yet still wide, are networking groups like BNI, Spirit, LaTip, groups that meet regularly with the sole purpose of exchanging referrals and have only one business category per profession. As you're networking a little bit deeper, yet still somewhat wide, are professional organizations. Professional organizations are organizations that you can join in your industry. They can join in your interest matter. For instance, a professional organization could be a CPA organization, or it could be like engaging speakers where everybody learns more about speaking. You can also consider professional organizations as service clubs, where everybody is there together for a common goal to do service, like Rotary Club. And then networking extremely deep are power partners. Power partners are the types of businesses that work very well with you and your business, but you don't compete in most cases. So if you're trying to buy a home, you would go to a realtor, you'd go to a mortgage broker, insurance for that home, a home inspector, as well as an attorney for the closing, along with many other people. If you're in business to business or an accountant, you can work with commercial realtors, commercial bankers, commercial attorneys. People that work with business owners are your power team. So the idea here is it's not a ladder. The idea is a pool, doing laps in the pool and being able to be part of chambers of commerce, networking groups, professional organization, and power teams. And when you're doing that, you're developing relationships with business people that will give you powerful referrals. That's the object of networking. When you have those power partners that are developed from all of those things leading up to it, you keep doing laps in the pool, maybe you've got a power team member that's a commercial banker, and then that person decides to go into something else. Now you don't have that referral source anymore. You go back to your chamber of commerce, your networking group, find some of those new people. Because the power partner relationships usually evolve from networking regularly, like the networking groups. They meeting on a regular basis builds the trust and cooperation and understanding of each other's business. And the idea around your personal brand is to leverage your networking with your personal network and your business network. Well, how do we do that? Well, let's take a look at the networking calendar provided by GLM. This one happens to look at the month of February, which starts tomorrow. As you can see here, Engaging Speakers is a networking organization for people that want to do some more speaking. And it gives you the website so that you can go there, learn more about the organization. There are also some outstanding networking wide in some Zooms that are offered throughout the country at the same time. In this Together Roundtable is a weekly meeting that happens at 10 o'clock on a Central Time and allows for everybody to learn more about somebody's business, and then you get separated into different rooms and get to know each other very well. And then you could do the same thing with Shared Connections, which is also a weekly meeting at noon Central Time. And then once a month, there is something called SIL, that also happens on a regular basis. So I was mentioning some of the networking wide, some of the chambers of commerce. You notice here, Des Plaines Chamber on the first Friday has their event, and it's usually in person. The local chamber, the GOA, has their event, their luncheon, and it's a progressive luncheon. What's nice about that is being able to go from table to get to know some different people. Almost every day of the week is a CPA Net Zoom that's run by Ted Hollander, and a very nice way to get to know some people that are in the financial field. I also mentioned service clubs. The Rotary Club of Schaumburg-Hoffman Estates is a meeting that I co-do every week from noon until 1:30 on a Friday in Schaumburg. There, you meet for fellowship and also to learn more about how you can serve the community, volunteer, and raise money. So the networking calendar is here for you. It's updated regularly. And with anything that's on there, if you click on it, you can get the link to register or get the link to automatically join in. So once you do that, you can be on your way to networking for more business. So that concludes networking and our networking calendar. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us. I'm at tomg@goglm.com, and my telephone number is 630-675-8971. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you back here next week.
Thanks for listening to the Matching Ideas with Resources podcast, sponsored by GLM Financial. I'm Tom Ghosh, business strategist with GLM, steering direction, matching ideas with resources.